Hello and welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2, and this will be part 23. In the previous episode we finished our rounds at the docks and went back to the watch post only to find out that the Morris gang had started a minor fire in that place. And we were told to go to the merchant's quarter to speak to Marshal Cormac. And Captain Berliner. We finally get to meet the mysterious woman at one point. So let us head into the merchant's quarter and see what we can work out. Oh, there's another bunch of the thugs with a name guy. I wonder if it's more Ishka related. Likely, let's just, bless up and all that kind of stuff, because it's likely going to end in a kerfuffle.
I'm disappointed. I thought you'd be harder to find than this, Nishka. Leldon's been after you for some time now.
If I didn't want to be found, you'd still be stumbling around in the dark, Tremel. Tell Leldon to back off, or I'll be coming for him.
Why do I get a feeling you know this city better, even better than you let on?
It's not like these people are my friends or anything.
Leldon's not just paying me gold for this. He's also bringing me in as his partner, just as soon as I bring him your horns.
You're doing this to become Leldon's partner? Trust me, I'll be doing you a favor, killing you.
Last chance, Tremel, walk away.
You're acting like this is some kind of choice. You're all marked, and I intend to collect. Come on, demon girl. Let's see if you're as hard to kill as they say.
The land is against you!
She is probably easy enough to kill, but the rest of the group might not be so easy. Keep forgetting. Doesn't matter. Let's get rid of the scrap first. He's actually fighting me unarmed. Lovely. And he's not provoking attacks upon he's not provoking attacks upon the opportunity for fighting me unarmed. So he must be a monk-related thing.
Weldon's more obsessed than I thought. I wonder how many of his goons will have to carve up before he gets wise.
I think it's time we paid Leldon a visit.
I guess you're right. As much as I'm enjoying tweaking his nose, Leldon's getting out of hand.
I'm not certain Leldon is the one we need to worry about. At least he makes his grievances plain.
He'll be ready, though. Since he knows I'm here, he's got to know that I'll be coming for him.
I'd like to meet with him, see if we can work things out peacefully.
Sure, that'll work. Hi, Leldon. Remember me? Yeah, the one you're trying to kill. Well, would you mind stopping that? Right, thanks. Look, Leldon's not going to give up. Trust me, he was my partner. I know him. He's got a soft spot, though. There's this coin of his that he thinks is lucky. He always has it with him on jobs. Couldn't stop playing with it. Real annoying. He's probably got it well protected, too. So I want to steal it out from under his nose.
And what would that accomplish?
If theft got you and us in this trouble to begin with, I fail to see how it will solve matters by stealing again.
Don't you see? If I can get my hands on that coin, he might give up. After all, without it, his plans will always fail. At least he thinks so.
I don't know.
I don't think it's even a plan. It doesn't even make sense.
I prove I'm better than he is by getting around his guards and traps. He gets worried, loses his nerves, and the attacks stop. What's not to like?
I'll tell you what's not to like. Anyone willing to resort to murder over a theft isn't likely to stop because it's done to them a second time. And furthermore, it has nothing to do with why we're here in the city. Not at all. If we want to do something, we should seek out the druid lore masters in Neverwinter Wood. as I suggested.
Oh, so is that your problem? That we're not doing what you want to do? Maybe you haven't thought of this, but maybe there's a reason you haven't come across any druids. Have you thought of that? Maybe they're all gone, or in hiding, or they just gave up their duties, kind of like you have by being in the city. I mean, why are you even here? Huh? Why?
Alright, you two, stop it now.
No, she deserves an answer. You are right, of course. I should not be here. But I do not know where else to go, and the only clues as to what may have happened to my circle may lie with those shards. So yes, I do not wish to be in this city. I do not wish to be a burden, but I do not know what else to do to help. All I can think of is seeking out the druids in case they know what we can do. But I will go along with whatever our leader decides. If we help you, so be it. If not, then I will stand by that decision as well.
Well, all right. Maybe I wasn't explaining it well enough. But if we grab that coin from Leldon's stash, well, at least we'll have something to bargain with. He really likes that coin.
I'll trust you on this. We'll do it your way.
Thanks. And believe me, I know what I'm doing. I've already told you I won't let anything happen to you.
Do you know where we can find Leldon?
It's been a while since I was in the city last. I doubt any of my old contacts will want to talk. Looks like Leldon's got some influence in this district. Oh, Fala would know where he is, though. She knows just about everything that goes on here and in Black Lake. Yeah, she might be able to help us. We should go talk to her.
Who's Fala?
She owns the Moonstone Mask here in the Merchant Quarter. It used to be a place for people who, needed some privacy. She's cleaned it up quite a bit since the war, though. I kind of preferred it the way it was, though. But hey, it's her business. Anyway, she knows about pretty much anything that goes on in the district. Not surprising, considering the kind of place the Moonstone Mask used to be. I'd prefer to torture the information out of Leldon's thugs. But I guess this way is easier, and not as messy.
So, Fala is the owner, keeper, maintainer, whatever it's called, of the Moonstone Mask, and of course she was also in the first game. The Moonstone Mask have changed a bit since the last time, but we'll get there when it suits me, because we have other things to do here. And armor. Oh, cool. So, the Merchant's Quarter. We have the Moonstone Mask here, we have the city watch there, we have the park, we have a merchant, whatever. We have the Temple of Tyr. We need to go to the Temple of Tyr because of Kelgar. But we also have a little guy called Deacon here. Deacon is a kobold, if people are not aware of it. He was in Shadows of Unventide, the stand-alone level 1 to 12 expansion thing that was made for Neverwinter Nights. And he was an NPC you could bring along. A lot of people apparently really liked the Deacon. Personally, I found him annoying. And anyone who really likes Deacon, I'm very, very sorry. I'm just going to skip past anything he has to say. He's a very interesting vendor, but outside of that, I have very, very little use for him currently. So I do apologize. I hope I'm not disappointing anyone. He's basically giving you the short version of his adventures is in Shadows of Unventide, and that he's looking for a place with a roof over his head, even if it has holes in it, as long as there's no dragons. That is the basic premise. Blah 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 blah. You're a kobold. What are you doing here? You write books. Blah blah blah. So you're a traveler. Neverwinter. Blah blah blah. We're going to do some more traveling. No. Well, maybe. Deacon might move if Deacon had a little shop with a roof to keep out rain and cold, and no white dragons, and no one to call master. But Deacon doesn't know where that is, and Deacon try everywhere in Neverwinter. People not want Deacon to move in. They say Deacon is vermin, attract more kobolds, nest in walls like rats. If I find a place where you can set up shop, I'll let you know. Deacon thanks you. Deacon not picky. Even few holes in roof good. Not mind cold too much. He's small, could fit in a tiny place. Even the ruins is good as long as no monsters or golems or statues. Deacon not like statues. Already did duty as statue before. Not fun. Can I see what you have for sale? The reason he's a merchant, by the way, is because, of course, he's been picking up objects from his travels, and he got tired of carrying his bags around and put down his bags for a moment just to rest. And people start buying from him, and we decide why not sell all the extras I have. So I did have that point of conversation with him because it may or may not be relevant for later, but I'm not going to spoil anything like that. Longsword +2. Don't I need it? This character can't use it, and there's no NPC I can think of that I bump into that will use it, so it's vendor trash. Decent vendor trash, but vendor trash nonetheless. Could you identify this by chance? You could. Settle leather armor +1. What have you got already?
Follow me.
It's just got a leather armor. You know what? You can have
Everyone,
that.
follow me!
It's an armor upgrade for you.
How can I help?
I'm not a fan of these kinds of set. Well, I'm not try to rephrase. I'm not a fan of Niska. I just don't like her attitude. So, but
Indeed.
giving the characters a bit of armor when I find it is perfectly fine. So nothing else to sell. Cool. Of course, because I know this game, I know there's a few things that different vendors have that may be of interest, like the gloves of the artificer, whatever it's called. It's got a pinch by a chapeau. This gives +2 bluff and diplomacy performance of hand. Sleight of hand, whatever it's called. Picking words. Never cloak +2. We also got a noble's cap. Better sure they add +1 charisma. But what makes this item special is the different prestige classes in Neverwinter Nights. So he sells an armor for all of them except for this class. This I find rather interesting. We do start with a favorite soul's outfit. I should probably mention that. It is a medium armor. Nothing special, but it looks a bit spiffy even. So, what about weapons? No. What about that? No. Trinkets. Scarves, I've put the scarf of protection, that's armor. Wasn't it him? There's one specific item I'm looking for. Apparently not. Okay. He has a lesser magic bag though, which of course is always useful because it reduces weight it contains by 40%. I will take that. Isn't it him that sells that item? Apparently not. Okay. There's one item I'm definitely looking for, which is very, very good. Just want to make absolutely sure I didn't skip through it too quickly. It wouldn't be one of these, it wouldn't be a trinket. No. Well, I will come across it eventually. Anyway, we got these items. So we got the city watch. We got the moonstone mask, but before we do that, let's head up to Temple of Tyr. Welcome, you seek an audience. By the 9 hells we do, I'm looking to sign up. You wish to join the Disciples of Tyr? If that's what you call those skinny twigs who threw me out the window of the dragon's talon, then yes. Can you help, Kelgar? It is odd that any of the even-handed would seek out battle. Like most of our faith, they usually only respond when provoked and rarely violently. Well, I may have stirred things up a bit, just a little. But that fight taught me some things, and I want to learn more. About our faith? No. Fighting is the only religion for me. I want to learn to fight like them, and learn how they were able to beat me so easily. If you were defeated, such a defeat must have been just. Tia teaches us this. Your loss was meant to reveal a truth. The truth is that they beat me like a half-clan whelp, and I want to know how they did it. If you seek to learn from your loss, then you must discover why you were so easily defeated. I don't think you're hearing the words coming out of my mouth. That's why I'm here, to learn. But we cannot help you. Is that so? Well, maybe if I'll clean the floor in here with your face, will that change your mind? Well, Kelgar. Wait, surely there must be some way he can learn. Tia puts all who come to him for help on trial. He judges who's worthy and who's not. Alright, sounds fair to me. Tia wants bears fighting for him, not mewling little cubs. So what is this trial? Burning coals? Drinking contest? What? The path of Tyr is that of the maimed, the even-handed, and the just. So are the trials. Can you tell me about the trials? The trial of the maimed require that the petitioner face those that he has wounded, usually those of his bloodline or clan. Never turned a blade against my clan, I haven't. If I knew where some of them were, you could even ask them. Only when one understands how their actions may hurt another, inadvertently or not, can he truly understand himself. The trial of the even-handed is the one that interests me. The trial of the even-handed requires that the petitioner learns to see all around him in an equal light without the trappings of prejudice. Prejudiced? I'm not prejudiced. By the 9 hells, I even traveled to a backstabbing tiefling of all things, and you know how her kind are. Case in point. Without such perspective, there can be no justice, for you have passed judgment before you even know those around you. But how can he be made to see? Often the best way is to learn through those he travels with. When a petitioner understands someone he travels with, then he will learn to see fairly others he meets for the first time. I'm interested in hearing about the trial of justice. To fight is not enough. To fight for a cause, that is where strength lies. When you fight for a higher purpose, something beyond the self, you will find that you gain strength through your actions and become impossible to defeat. I've heard enough of these trials. Agreed, now where do I go meet these trials? I cannot answer that for you. Each petitioner is challenged depending on their own path, not at a moment of our choosing. All I know is that you have not faced these trials yet. They are yet to come. This is ridiculous. I've heard enough. Cast out a dwarf, will you? Who needs you? Very well, when you face the trials, then seek me out, Kelgar of the clan Iron Fist. No mind, I'll be going now. So, that was what Kelgar will have to face in order to have a chance to join the Order of Tyr as a monk, because of course he wants to be a monk, and these trials will he will have to go through. One of them is definitely predetermined when it shows up, but the others you can trigger earlier if you want to. It entirely depends on what you do, as long as you do it before you do the rest of the main story stuff. Because you can, with these side quests, they are optional, and they give you some insight into the characters. And of course, Kelgai wants to become a monk. We'll see if he succeeds in that, but they all have their little side thing. And you can choose to do the side things or not, depending on how much influence you have with the different NPCs. But if you do the main stuff that triggers any chapter transitions, I'm fairly sure you're locked out of doing them, so it is something to be mindful of. Anyway, enough about that. Ah yes, I'm Reverend Judge Olaf Uskar. How can I help you? You alright? Yes, just a little distracted is all. When you came in, I thought it might be one of our priests returning, but... You have a priest missing? I sent him to the monthly rounds of the Tomb of the Betrayers here in Neverwinter. He has fallen to the Temple of Tyr to safeguard the tomb, in the interest of justice. The Tomb of the Betrayers, that place is sealed off by the priest of Tyr. It's really hard to break into. Every thief in the city is eager to crack that tomb. I mean, which is shameful. One should respect the dead, let them sleep, even with valuables. Enough, let him speak. I'll say if this guy holds the key. But anyway, so your priest went in there to make sure the witches are still there? All safe, untouched? You're only permitted by our vows to enter the tomb at dawn once a month and not leave until dusk the next day. Yet the priest I sent has not returned. I could find him for you and make sure he's safe. You're not bound by our vows, but there has been mention of disturbances in the tomb. I cannot guarantee your safety. If I allow you access to the tomb, I must have your promise that you will not disturb the crypts. Oh, sure, nothing to worry about. We'll swear to whatever you want. Those crypts are in safe hands. We swear not to disturb the crypts. I'm not responsible for your promises. And if you are laid to rest, I would not want anyone robbing your crypt, Niska. Please understand. You built me a crypt? Wow, those tombs are so beautiful. It'd be a great place to sleep when I'm dead. I'm touched. That's really a sweet thing to do for me after I'm a corpse. God knows I wouldn't keep a promise like that to some dead man. I will allow you to access the tombs then, and I shall mark the location on your map. I shall send the priest of Tyr to unlock it for you, but make haste. And be careful, the Tomb of Betrayers has always had tales told about it. Many believe it haunted. Please return here when you have found our priest. It will set my mind at ease to know that he is safe. Can you tell me about the Tomb of the Betrayers? It is where those who have turned on Neverwinter are buried, whether during the war with Luskin or for other crimes. We originally kept the place sealed to protect it from those who would defile the crypts, and for other reasons. But those same seals has often tempted robbers and thieves. I hope our priest does not run across any of them. I doubt it, we are all out here. Could robbers have followed him in? It is possible, but difficult. Once past the seals, there's a locking mechanism in the dungeon. Upon entering, the priest seals the door behind him. Okay. Anything for sale? Sure thing. Probably nothing impressive. Nothing I can use. Potion of heal could be nice. Ring of Disease immunity. It's not even that expensive, to be honest. Sorry, I'm just having an absolutely amazing time reading stuff at the moment for some bizarre reason. I don't know why I'm just screwing up so much. So if there's small editing cuts all over the place, it's because I have reread stuff. I do apologize about that. Anyway, Ring of Might. Bonus feat, improved critical unarmed strike, weapon specialization, unarmed strike. If you are a monk, because It's not only usable by monk, but it's only beneficial if you are already a monk, basically, because only monk really benefits from unarmed fighting. You will likely have improved critical. You will get the benefit of a specialization. Of course, knowing that this ring exists means that you could make a monk and not take improved critical, knowing you'll get it from the ring. So, nice little ring. That's it, nothing special there. Gem of Brightness. I don't like charged items. So, let us head outside. Probably add a minute or two to the normal time just to compensate for the fact that I'm sitting at a very, very bad angle, so reading the text is a bit odd, which means that I sometimes read or try to get through the text too quickly. But there's another vendor here. See what you have for sale. He's a crafting merchant. A monk's belt. Oops. Oh, what do you know? The same item. Just as a belt and with haste 1 use per day. And of course it costs 5 times more than the other item. So, Commander's Ring. AC plus 2 deflection, 7 throw, universal 2, knock, 1 use per day. It's a nice item, but again, 36,962 gold. Remember, we're getting discounted. Just want to showcase how much that discount is. Try to buy without you it.
Yes.
That item suddenly costs 42,000 gold instead. So, has some crafting materials, which is good because I mean it is a crafting material vendor. So, let's buy these things. I will remember to use them. Don't want to buy the blue diamond. It's a bit expensive. Mistral. A Mistral. It's the same material, but depending on what game you play, they will all either call it Mistral or Mistral. I've seen several different spellings of it. So, it is something to be mindful of. But I should probably save that for later. Actually, it's not spoiler heavy or anything. But I mean, yeah, I will mention it if it becomes relevant.
And that's why.
Excuse me.
As I was...
Stop right there, kid! We've got ourselves a thief!
I was just running. I run fast.
What's this about a thief?
Check your coin purse. And don't even think of moving, child.
Please, sir. I'm just running. Can I just leave?
What? Why, you're right. My coin purse is missing.
You're going straight to the watch after you hand over that pouch.
And what seems to be the problem?
This little thief is the problem. It's not safe to walk around anymore. Just last 10 day, I lost 10 gold to one of these scamps. And I'm not about to let this one off, even if she looks so innocent. Turn out your pockets now!
That's far enough. You don't know she's done anything.
But she's got to have taken it. If she's not hiding something, she has nothing to fear.
Do you have any proof at all? If you have none, what you're doing is wrong.
I blast it if you aren't right. But if I ever catch you, girl, you'll waste away in the stocks once the watchmen get you.
I told you it wasn't her.
Well, you're still out 1 coin purse. I don't see what you're so smug about.
Thank you. I owe you one.
Is that going to be important later? Maybe. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the watch. I know I sort of said I was going to enter the watch in this part, but it will have to be moved to the next part. Sorry about that. I just felt that getting the thing set up with Kelgar and speaking to Deacon, these are things. I've mentioned it before, there will be certain episodes which will be rather passive. That's just the nature of the game, and of course the nature of the way I go through this game specifically. We are now outside the watch, and when we come back we will enter this building and speak to Marshal Cormac and Captain Belena. And I'm sure she's going to be very, very happy about our efficient way of dealing with the issues in the docks. You'll see. As for now, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time. Bye bye.